Hello, and we're here to talk about how I can know God's will. Make sure that you are following what God has already shown you in the Bible. This includes things like obeying your parents, spending time in prayer, and ask God to show you His will. Now, if you're serious about finding His will, then we have to want what He wants and not what you want. And He wants to help us and revealed most of His will in His Word.
Where is God's will in the Bible? The Ten Commandments in Exodus 21 through 17 shows us part of His will. In 1 Thessalonians 4:3, it says, "It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality." In 1 Peter 2:15 says, "For so is the will of God, that with well-doing ye may put to silence the ignorance of a foolish man." In Ephesians 5:15 through 20, it says, "To see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Therefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be ye not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto the Lord and the Father in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ." In Matthew 6:34 it says, "To take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof."
And how does God reveal His will? Now, obviously, God reveals His will to us through His Word, just like some of those few example verses that we had. And there are actually way more than 22 verses on the subject of God's will, and we just gave you 13 examples. Now, walk with God, and He will show you His will, and you need to spend time in prayer, and you need to surrender your will to God's will daily. In Matthew 6:10 says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And the most Jesus could do for us was die, so the least we could do for Him is give Him our life.